one of the things you actually need most this season isn't another plan, another strategy, or system, but permission to choose what matters and to let the rest go. That's what we're going to talk about today, because rest isn't laziness. It's protection, it's regulation, and it's wisdom. This is going to be so key for you as we get deeper into the holiday season. So let's get to it. If we haven't met yet, I'm Amy Sorka, money confidence coach and bookkeeper. Over the last 13 years, I've helped over 1,250 women get out of survival mode and make money simple so they can feel safe, clear, and confident with their finances. No shame, no restriction, and definitely no giving up your coffee to get there. Today, we are talking about making aligned choices and letting the rest go. Because often we'll feel pressure, we'll feel like we just have to figure out a new strategy, a new system, a new plan, but really we need to give ourselves permission to choose what matters, to choose what we know, to return to ourselves and let the rest go. And starting today and over the next couple weeks, I'm going to go through different areas and we're going to talk about how to practically do that to help you, again, choose what matters to you and let the rest of it go. Cut through the noise and return to yourself. All right? So we feel pressure down the holidays, right? There's expectations put on ourselves, one that we put on ourselves about what things are going to show up, what we have to get done, external expectations, internal expectations that we put on ourselves that nobody else really even cares about, right? Then we've got all the obligations, kids functions, family functions, business functions, personal obligations, like all of those things, right? It's a busy time. There's a lot of different things that are putting obligations and expectations on ourselves. And then if you are a perfectionist or a recovering perfectionist, we got to work through that as well. I really feel like I'm a recovered perfectionist, but it's a journey, right? We are always learning and growing new things. We do not arrive. We talked about this. I think this was on the podcast where we talked about like there's no magic moment, like the Disney movies make it seem like we're going to have this magical moment, like it's just going to work out, everything's going to be perfect. I don't have to worry about anything anymore because, we found Prince Charming, we hit the income goal, whatever it might be. But life continues to life after said moment. So perfection is impossible, and the sooner we can embrace that, the sooner you feel better, right? Like not to put that pressure on yourself, okay? So survival mode, people-pleasing mode, both of them, people pleasing is a form of survival mode, but the tendency is to say yes to everything, right? Do you feel that? Like there's so many things like, oh, we need somebody to donate for this cause that we're putting together. Oh, we need somebody to make cookies for this. Oh, we need to do that. Oh, we need to do this. And it's just yes, 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 yes. Okay? But when you center yourself, when you choose without the guilt, we choose from a centered, safe feeling, empowered place, you get to choose without the guilt. Doesn't that sound nice? So let's start here. Rest begins with boundaries. You are allowed to not do traditions that you hate. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to tell people no. It's crazy, and the world continues to spin. And you're allowed to choose peace over productivity. Like, imagine how much enjoyable things would be if you just took some time to rest instead of being like a go, 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 go all the dang time. And I know, as somebody who has a busier life, like, there's still a lot of intentionality for me. A single mom to 4 kids. We homeschool. I run a business. I'm co-leading a forest school, our forest school co-op. We have different things that I'm committed to. And I choose very intentionally what's important. And I'm choosing these things because of the value that they have for me and that they're important to me, not out of the obligation. Okay? We're going to speak a minute to the guilt, okay? Because we feel guilty saying no. But what is the root of the guilt. Like if you were to say no, why would we feel guilty? What emotion is coming up? Maybe fear, frustration. Fear's at the root of a lot of things, like shame, guilt, fear. Probably like our 3 core emotions, okay? So, but by choosing to go, we're still feeling those shame, guilt, fear, like the negative emotions that we don't want to have. So you choose to do it and you feel it, and you don't want, because you don't want to feel guilty about saying no, right? If you said no, you'd feel guilt, but you said yes, and now you're frustrated. Like, they're both negative emotions. You've already got the negative emotion. You already can handle it, right? You're already in it. So choose the thing and let the fear go. And I know, easier said than done. There's a lot of techniques that we use to help center yourself, to help feel calm, all of those things. But when you realize we're choosing something because we don't want to feel bad, but we already feel bad, like, it's almost kind of like permission. Like, hey, I'm free. I was feeling bad anyway, so who cares? Right? Like, choose for you. And your kids, your family, they don't need to see you do all the things. Choosing rest, saying no. Like, think about the example, the leadership that you're showing your family, your clients, all of those things. Because it's not like you're going to completely ignore them. I know. If you were watching this, you're a person of integrity, you're a person, heart-centered person, like, this is important to you. We're not looking at abandoning things that are important, because that's not how you operate. You're not going to do that. But you get to rest. And choosing the rest, that's like again, think about the example that you're setting. Like, what do you want your kids to remember? What do you want your clients to remember about you? That you're a leader in your business, your family, the self-respect that you have for yourself. Okay. Your action step that I wanted to leave you with here on this one, and it's kind of an action step. It's kind of like a practice to put in place this month when things feel crazy, which we already kind of talked about last week with the get it out of your head. Stop trying to remember all the things, okay? But it's a little bit of a different take on the 3 things list that you probably have heard before, okay? So once you've brain dumped, got all of that mess that's swimming around in your head that you're trying to remember all the things that you need to do, you're going to pick one thing to work on, okay? So that's the one thing you'll do. One thing that you either can delegate, even if it's having kids, spouse, somebody else take care of for you, or if delegating is not an option, what's the one thing that's going to wait? Like, this isn't urgent, this can be put off, even if it's next week, next month, whatever it might be. It doesn't need to be done right now. And the third thing is one thing that doesn't really matter to you. You're going to let it go. Whether it's an obligation that you said yes to and we need to find a way to back out, whatever. An obligation that's been presented that you haven't said yes to, find one thing to let go. Okay? So when you're overwhelmed and you're feeling the stress and the pressure from the season, remember to give yourself permission to pause. You're not behind. You're building from a place of strength, not pressure. And I'm so proud of you for showing up. And make sure that you are on my email list. You get early access to a couple holiday offers. I'm pre-selling a Money Magnet Challenge and a brand new course that I'm going to release called Bookkeeping Simplified. Pre-sale, discounted. There's a couple other holiday offers that I'm going to share exclusively with my email list. So I will put that link in the show notes if you're not on the list. amycirca.com/email. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.